Hello everybody, my name is and today we're going to be doing a reaction discussion sort of thing to the Donkey Kong Nintendo Direct, also some other things. Okay, so here's the thing. Right away, it's been a while since I've done a video, and it might be another while before I do another video because I'm going through a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm going to do another video like this. At least on this channel, we'll see. So yeah, I wasn't planning on really doing any videos, but of course, with like life, a bunch of life stuff happening. But then Nintendo decided, like alongside just the Switch 2 launching, we're gonna dump a bunch of random stuff on the Nintendo YouTube channel, and some of it's pretty big, and it's really weird. With the exception of the Donkey Kong Direct, which I'm pretty sure we knew was happening for a while. I forget when that was announced. But they just kind of randomly dropped a few things. Most of them are just like port announcements or just kind of like follow-ups to ports that we knew were coming to Switch 2. And then, out of nowhere, they freaking drop a Splatoon spin-off game. And I want to say for the record, I haven't seen the new Donkey Kong Direct. I am aware of things, I don't know if you can see this, I'm aware of things that are in the Direct because it's the internet. I get spoiled for some things. But I haven't seen it yet. So that's gonna, you're still gonna get my reaction to that. But I did see the Splatoon a Splatoon spin-off game. Like just like a whole new, like a game that's not even Splatoon 4. It's a game, and by the looks of it, like we'll get into it. I want to kind of do a discussion of each of these small announcements, and then do a reaction and discussion to the big one, obviously. But they just dropped this. They just dropped it. They just dropped this out of nowhere. But is my character centered? Okay, so I just moved, so I'm in a new place, and my setup is not permanent. It's not. Anyway, so they dropped this. No fanfare, just kind of like, here you go. And then they also dropped a new 007. What are you talking about? New 007. You're crazy. And like the last Nintendo Direct had some big announcements in it. Like there was Duskbloods was like a big one, obviously. Like a new game, like a new Dark Souls sort of game. Nothing on that yet. But and then we got like sort of a port for Sonic X Shadow, which is the game I was excited for. I don't know if I really need to watch this. Yeah, I don't know if I really need to watch this, but I just want to say like it's a game I was excited for. I haven't really played that many Sonic games, but I've been excited to jump in, and I was really excited to get Sonic X Shadow Generations. And I was gonna get it for either PS4 or Switch. And then I found out like there's just so many problems with the Switch version. Like the frame rate is inconsistent. Like I don't just mean like the frame rate is like low, like it's locked to 30. It isn't locked, and that's a problem. First of all, 30 is already low, but it's a problem because it jumps between 30 and 31 frames per second. And if you know anything about going fast, that's a recipe for motion sickness. And so, to my knowledge, they haven't patched that. So that's just like a weird thing about the Switch version where it's like motion sickness edition. And so I was just kind of holding off to maybe get it for PS4, but it's like, what if they ported it to Switch 2 and they announced they are? So it's like, if they fix the frame rate for Switch 2, I'll probably get the Switch 2 for, and that's the other thing. I want to do a separate video on this, but I do think it's worth bringing up. So the Switch 2 Direct that happened, it was really warmly received when it first dropped. And I didn't know about this until after I made the video. Then I found out the price, and I want to get some of my thoughts out about that. I would like to do another video on this whole drama. But I don't think my problem is so much with the console price. It's like, okay, like that's a hard pill to swallow, but it's like I can swallow that. The games, hardware makes sense. Hardware is expensive, especially for some like a new anything, especially, you know, with the shortage. I'm not sure how still in the shortage we are since, you know, the kingdom of Corona happened. But games, I'm sorry. Like, again, I want to do a video on this, but games, no. $80, no. There's no reason. Like, people are gonna, again, I don't want to get into all of it here because I want to do a dedicated video on it, but it's like, no. They can price it at anything. It's something that's like infinitely reprintable. It's not the same as like a console where you have to go through all these checks to make sure this thing works, and it has to have like some of the most top of the line components. It's like basically it's just a cartridge, and sure, it has a lot of storage. Some of these games are like high in storage. Charging $70, am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like full price $60, maybe even $70 for Breath of the Wild on Switch 2. What the funk? And then Tears of the Kingdom is like $80. New Donkey Kong's $80. Mario Kart World is $80. And people are going to say, well, inflation, you know, all the buzzwords. Again, I want to do a video on this, but it's like, yes, inflation is a thing, but you know what else is a thing? Wages. And you know what the thing about wages is? They haven't gone up to meet inflation. So you know what that means? It means we are objectively paying more out of our income than we otherwise would be for games. That's just objectively true. We're paying more than we were, and inflation's not a valid excuse. And it's like Nintendo. Here's the thing. If Nintendo wanted to sell these games for $60, if they wanted to sell these games for $40, they could. They could. There's nothing stopping them. Do you think they would go under selling Donkey Kong? And I'm not... I think $60 is fair. But do you think they would go under if they sold it for $40? No. Even if they went like... just considering like, you know, the cartridge cost. Digital doesn't have to deal with any of that. Like, if the cartridge, they could make it like cheaper digital if they wanted, or they could just like balance it out. Like, yeah, you're losing some money doing physical cartridges, but then also digital. You're basically, it's free money. You made the game, you print it forever. It's free anyway. I didn't give many of my scathing thoughts about all of that drama. So if you're wondering why I'm filling the start of this video with that, it's just because I want to make my stance clear right out the gate. I was really excited for the Switch 2, and then once I found out everything that happened, I, for the first time ever, genuinely considered skipping this generation. Like, I was that upset. And I've been there for like every Nintendo generation since the GameCube. And then I like retroactively went back and bought like the old stuff. So this isn't like a decision like as someone who's just like a Nintendo hater or whatever. I love Nintendo, but this was like a new level of greed. And I already thought they were kind of greedy, but it was like, okay, I can stomach a console, but $80. It's that thing some people have been saying. Games aren't a hobby anymore, they're a luxury now. Especially for people that aren't living on like freaking big paychecks, that have like small paychecks, minimum wage. And it just, I don't know, it just sucks. It just sucks that this is the state, and now, you know, everyone else in the industry is gonna follow up. All games are gonna be $80 now. 70 was already like, that's a pill. 80, yeah. So, and like I said, I would like to do a dedicated video just talk about like whether or not I should. I think I will. I think it's just at that point where it's like, I don't know if I can, with the current state of the world. Shit excuse my swearing. She's just terrible. Everything's awful. It's just awful existing in the world right now, and like Nintendo is like the one escape for a lot of people, including me. And so it's hard. I don't know. I'm really upset with Nintendo, but also it's like I'm excited for the games and the work the devs have put in, and I don't know. I'm still kind of like on the fence. Do I really want to get a Switch 2? I was like full on like no. Like I was really upset, but I'm at that point where I'm like, it's a hard pill to swallow, but I gotta treat myself to something. With the way the world is going, it's just like awful. And Nintendo's kind of been that one beacon for a lot of people, including me. And it sucks that it's been tainted like this, but that's just how it is. I hope they do like the 3DS thing and they realize, oh, we made a mistake. We're gonna lower the price of the game. Like even I don't even care about the console price. Just lower the price of the games. You were already selling them for $60, and they are literally like the richest company in Japan. They're freaking. They got like what was it, 46 billion? They're fine. They're fine. They lose what? They lose 20% of the money they're making. It's still, I don't even know how many $billion. They're fine. Anyway, okay, sorry. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I just wanted to get that out of the way because I didn't give my thoughts before, and I don't want people to think I'm just simping for Nintendo or if I complain being a Nintendo hater. I'm just upset. I'm just upset with Nintendo for making some really weird business decisions, and I've seen a lot of people saying they're just not going to buy Switch 2. But anyway, that's like a whole discussion. That's a whole discussion. I want to not talk about that today. Just wanted to get my thoughts out there. How long we've been going? That was 10 minutes. Okay, so do I want to talk about... Okay, so things I'm excited about. Because here's the thing. I'm still excited for the games. And one of the things they announced is a new Splatoon. And not a new Splatoon 4. It's just a new thing. Sorry, I keep looking over here. My camera's over here now, and it's like freaking with me when I want to do like gestures. I try to like animate myself. But it's like a new thing. Yeah, I just realized my camera's normally over there. Yeah, so now when I'm watching, I'm just staring at you. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to be the thing. Anyway, but it's like, look at this. A Splatoon spin-off. Look, the water. It's like Subnautica quality water. What the frick? Splatoon's water has always looked kind of bad. And I think it's because it's not really mattered that much. It's always just kind of been a background element. But here it's like the water seems to be like a focus. Like what are you on, a base? Like a raft? And I'm so confused. You see, okay. So, and there was, I think the website or the description talks about this game a bit. And they're get swept into the eye of the storm. And it looks like they're doing freaking Castaway, where they're stuck on these islands, salvaging scrap components to build a way to escape the island. You can see this is your character, and they got all this garbage on them. And there's also different, like there's also freckles with something someone pointed out, which is a really cool detail. I don't think we've seen Inklings with freckles before. Or is this Octoling? This might be an Octoling, actually. We got a weird robot. And you got a bigger tank. And are we the pilot? I don't know. Splatoon Raiders. And the way they explain it in this this little trailer is that you're a mechanic, but they don't say what you're doing, like as a mechanic what you're doing. And I have a theory, and it's that it's like, I haven't played Fallout, but what is it? Is it Fallout 76, the one where you basically build your own guns and things? I think my theory is that you're building your own weapons or your own like sort of kit for how you like go about things. And maybe not, maybe that's not the case, but it's like, what else, why else would you be collecting garbage if not to either build up your base or to build up like your weapons, your repertoire of things that you use to fight whatever we're fighting. We don't even see what we fight in this game. It's very different in that, like, it's sure it's like pollution. It's clearly an island full of garbage. So that's still a theme, but the water doesn't look as gross as like in Salmon Run. So we're not quite there. And also there's this, you know, there's this weird typhoon thing. And there we see Zelda is there doing her weird light beam thing. So it's like, what is happening? I don't know. It's really cool. And so I'm really excited for this. Also, it's like, so okay, so and it's not Splatoon 4, and that's crazy because that means, at least I get the vibe I get from this, it's not going to have an emphasis on multiplayer at all. It's just going to be purely like an exploratory platforming thing. Like maybe it's still kind of linear, like you're going around levels, but the way they showed this area, where is it? Well, I'll say the first thing is like we see them fishing. We see them with fishing gear. Big Man has fishing gear. You see them fishing. We see this claw, and I imagine that's gonna be something that you like, some kind of like you're looking for treasure, like in Wind Waker. And then we see our character running around this open area. And maybe it's just kind of like another hub world where you go into kettles, but it's like, my hope is no kettles. It's just a big Bowser's Fury sort of big open zone where you just kind of explore around. And I know people are getting some people are getting tired of the open world, open zone things. I'm not one of those people. I think Nintendo exploring this is a good thing, and I think it could be improved. Like, that's my opinion on like sort of their open world outings. I don't think they've like done it perfect, but I think like I'd rather them explore and try new things with all these franchises rather than just do the same thing again. Like we've had linear Zelda for a long time, and I'd like to see them make another linear Zelda, but I don't think open world's gonna go away. And I'm excited to see what this game does, if it is sort of like Bowser's Fury, like semi-open sandbox. I imagine it's gonna be like multiple islands. You just kind of go around doing things. And then they also added like there's more stuff coming to Splatoon 1. Or sorry, Splatoon 3. That's crazy. Yeah, so that was that announcement. Not a lot, just a tease. And then we got this. A new 007. And I've never played 007, but I am familiar with like how popular it is, and sort of its presence, its cultural significance. Like that it was something that was originally on the N64. I'm trying to remember if it was on like Game Boy or SNES before that, but I think it was N64. Then I think they had a few more. I forget if they had one on GameCube. And then I think it jumped ship to other platforms. And here we get an announcement. Not just for a new 007, but an exclusive. This is a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive, as far as I can tell. Or at least it's launching Switch 2 first. 007. And here's the thing, you guys, that you aren't understanding. And I'm sorry if the quality is a bit low. My internet's kind of weird. So I'm afraid to turn up the quality and have it just not work. But look at this. I want you to look at what you're seeing for a minute. Look at that mountain. Maybe that's a pre-rendered mountain. Actually, yeah, this whole scene right here, this is pre-rendered. I'm like 99% sure. And then this is in game for sure. But like, look at this.
Always at odds with authority.
This is on a Nintendo. This is on a tablet. This is on a tablet. I don't think you understand.
No.
Guys.
And I suspect he feels the same way.
Also, have I seen this Wait.
What he did in Iceland.
Wait, I wanna.
No. And I suspect he feels the same way.
Is she the lady from Arcane? Am I crazy? See that actor from Arcane that plays the police captain from Arcane? I forget what her name is.
Was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind.
But it's like, look at these. Are these volumetric? Is it volumetric fire, or is it just like a pre-rendered texture?
Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Look at this. Look at the hair. Guys, you don't understand. You guys. Look at the hair.
The name's Bond.
Look at his hair. Look at her hair. This is running on a Nintendo.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves.
This is Nintendo. This is you pick it up and then it's on the go. You don't understand. And it also, this looks really good. Like they just, by the way, again, exclusive stealth drop out of no, well, not stealth drop. It's like not out right now. But it's like they just drop this.
Whatever the end game is, we won't see it coming.
And like I want to just the gameplay looks really good. First of all, there's a lot of destructive. See, like look at that. It's like, is this just cause? Is this open? Like I don't like. Here's the thing, because we see further on in the trailer, like right here, we see.
Jet lag gets me every time.
Sorry if it's for some reason when my computer's lagging. That's not the game. That's my computer. Look at this rave.
With respect.
Can we talk? Hold on.
Every time.
She's not your friend.
Look at this,
She's an asset.
guys.
Respect, Mom.
Do you see all the characters on screen? The Switch One would poop itself if it saw this.
Friend Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
This is stupid. And then we have this scene, and it's like, is it open, or is it kind of like you're just put on these missions, and it's kind of, maybe it's not linear necessarily, but it's like you're put on these missions, and they're in these self-contained sort of worlds or zones. Like we can't say, but then you're on a boat right here. Like look at this. But that just might be a cutscene. Who knows? I don't know. But it still looks ridiculous. If you told me this was on PS5, I would believe you. Like I will say the one thing is I don't think there's any ray tracing. Like the water looked really good in this scene. I mean, hold on, actually. Let me go. Hold on. No. There are some light shafts, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's ray tracing, but it could be. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of HDRIs. Where's the speedboat? Wait, no, go back. Speedboat. Look at this. Is that ray trace or is it just screen spaced reflections? I will say this is tiling. You should fix that. That's tiling right there. But like otherwise, it looks amazing. Look at all the foliage. No, guys, look at all the foliage. Look at this. Switch One couldn't even. Like Metroid. I'm excited for Metroid Prime 4, especially Switch 2 version. It doesn't have this much foliage, even though it's set in a literal forest. It was made to be compatible with both Switch 1 and 2, and as the result, there's not as much foliage as I wish there was. But look at this. This is like, this dude is in the jungle, the mighty jungle right now. The flag. Hold on. I don't think these are pre-rendered. Like it's possible. I'm gonna walk back something I said. It's possible they pre-rendered this on a stronger machine, but that the video files would be so big if that was the case. So I don't think that's the case. Imagine every cutscene in the game being pre-rendered. I don't think that's the case. Because this is... It looks like it's running in a game engine, first of all. That flag, no. And then it's first light. What? So I'm guessing this is a prequel, because he's kind of younger in this one. What the funk?
I suppose this is another
Those eyeballs are the
moment.
best looking eyeballs I've ever seen on a Nintendo. This is ridiculous. That's nuts. Okay. So yeah, sorry. That was 30 minutes of me just rambling about like what the Switch 2 is fucking crazy. Sorry, should I be I don't know. I don't know if I should be swearing or not. What? That's crazy. I'll swear. Why not? Why not? Who cares anymore? The world's gone to shit. I should be allowed to swear. And then the other thing they announced out of nowhere. I actually not out of nowhere. Sorry. We knew about this, but it's just like it dropped, and I still can't believe the Switch 1 is out. Or sorry, Switch 2 is out. Switch 2 is out already. I don't. That was something I forgot to say when I was talking about like my grievances. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it at launch. I'm gonna maybe wait a bit, just to see kind of like how things go. I know there's problems with people's screens being broken, and other concerns. I'm just gonna kind of wait, and see how it goes. See how the sales go. Maybe they'll lower the price. I don't think they will. Does this red look different to you? Hold on. No. Okay, look at this. You see this red? What the fuck? This is the official Nintendo America. What happened? You see this? See? I'm that kind of autistic. I'm the graphic designer kind of autistic. I noticed that shit instantly. It was like, that's the wrong red. That's not the right red. What happened here? Why'd they do that? Is this a different red? No, these are the same. These are the same red. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that like that? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, yes, New Donkey Kong. And this was something that actually leaked a while ago. And I'm excited to see the context behind this. Pauline is in the game. Or maybe it's Pauline's daughter. We don't know. It's like young Pauline. And I was like, what? Excited to see what that. And I think I got spoiled for some of the things that you can do with her. Like cosmetically, we'll see. And I'm very curious if there's like story. Because this is made by the team that did Odyssey, so I'm there's a lot about this game I'm really hyped about. The world is like totally destructible, which is insane. So I'm curious. I can't wait to see like some developer behind the scenes. Like, did they set out to make this something that could only run on like a portable PS4 where the whole world's destructible? Actually, no. This is better than PS4, isn't it? Like PS4 can do 1080p 30. I don't think it can do 1080p 60. So many games on PS4 run at only 1080p, but the Switch 2 can do 4K. So is it like PS4 Pro in your hand? That's crazy. People aren't talking about that enough. Like people, I don't know. I don't know if I want to bat for Nintendo or if I want to fight Nintendo. Like as a Nintendo fan, it feels like my opinion flip-flops back and forth between like it's impressive what they've done, making like this hyper portable PS4 Pro that fits in your pocket, but then they're also charging $80 for games. What? Are you... Okay. I'm going to stop complaining. It's been 30 minutes. We're going to watch this. And I'm going to try to not scream my head off. I'm going to close these, so hopefully this loads better. We watch in HD. It's in 720. I'm worried that it won't play if I play it in HD. Okay. Off red. Is that why is the audio bad? What? Where's my what? Audio what? Turn down the audio.
When the world felt so cruel and bleak.
What? What? Huh? Singing? Pauline is singing. I'm turning the... For some reason, the volume's really low. I'm gonna have to edit this in post.
When the world felt so cruel and bleak. When the hole looked so dark and deep.
What is happening? I changed my mind. I'm gonna try and watch in HD. I changed my mind. I changed... Oh, you can watch in 4K. I wish I could do 4K and expect my internet to handle it. So the theory is that that's Pauline. But maybe, I don't know. It looks like they have like cursed, it's not kanji, it's its own language, but it looks like those, what is happening? What is... Okay, I was gonna say, is he growing bananas from his beard? What?
Golden Bananas, the discovery of the century, made right here on Ingot Isle. This is excellent news for #1 banana fan, Donkey Kong. However, just as he's about to enjoy the no bananas, a sudden tempest sends him deep down underground.
It's very interesting the direction they're taking his character.
Begins,
I'm not 100% used to it. Hold on. I just want to pause. It's interesting. Like, a lot of people have been complaining a lot about the design. And you can see he can furrow his brow. But I don't know. I really like it. I don't know if I prefer it over the original. I seen a really good sort of edit, fan edit that kind of tries to keep the best aspects of both designs, like the expressiveness of this design, but combines sort of like the prominent features of the rare design. I don't know. I mean, like, you can see one of the things I didn't notice, they gave him a real nose. Like, before he just kind of had dots where his nostrils were beat. Now he has like an actual nostrils.
Teams up with
and it's a lot closer to like the original design that Miyamoto had for Donkey Kong.
But
it's interesting. It's because it's like, I don't fully see it as Donkey Kong because it is so different, but also it's very charming in its own way. So I don't know. Also, the hair, very interesting. They gave it a very Toon style as well. This game, like, it's very deliberately a more Toon shaded approach. Not fully, but like, look, you got like this backlight here. The individual hairs, they're not quite doing the shell method that they were doing for like some other games.
No rock at all. It's actually a talented young singer named Pauline.
Oh, it's just Pauline, but she's a kid.
Donkey Kong just wants bananas.
And what does
Pauline
this mean
wants
for the
to
lore?
find a way back home to the surface. It's said that one's wish will be granted by reaching the planet core. So the unlikely duo set off on a subterranean
Are they gonna
adventure.
wish for New Donk City?
The story takes place in the underground
And it's
world,
gonna explain New
where the
Donk City.
scenery changes the deeper you go.
It looks
Some
so
layers
good.
are so spectacular that it's hard to believe you're underground.
Oh yeah, by the way, there was a video on this, but all this up here, this is fully translatable, like new language. I forget if it has a name, either by like officially or by the fans, but it's like a banana language, which is crazy. Like they put that much detail, like all the shops, different locations, they have this sort of Kong language, and it's all banana themed. That's freaking amazing.
That it's hard to believe you're underground.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, you guys. The square melons from Mario Sunshine have returned. Look at this. What is that? Is all of this still underground? Like the idea is like Donkey Kong gets sucked underground. And like has to like fight his way to the surface. So this is also underground? Where is the sun coming from? Why do the carrots look like that?
Run.
Oh, it's so cute.
Jump.
Oh my gosh, my computer's having a shit right now. Like look, more Kong language. Obelisk from Space Odyssey.
Jump.
I like the banana Stonehenge.
And climb through each environment. Using his incredible physical prowess, you can freely move in any direction.
Yeah, my internet, or my computer. Sorry, I'm just using my laptop for this. What was that? No. Can I use this? What is that? Oh, can you put stuff on carts and like haul them around? That would be awesome.
Almost anything.
I think that's what that's for. Like, what else would that be for? It's like I want to put something on a cart and just haul it around.
Your path. You can smash.
But that's so cool. It's like full circle. King Kong. So Donkey Kong was based on Popeye, and it was like you had to rescue Popeye, or you had to rescue Olive Oil. I forget what the guy's name is. You had to rescue Olive Oil from the mean guy as Popeye, but then they lost the rights to Popeye, so they're like, we will make sort of a spoof on Donkey Kong. Did I speak King Kong? Like they based it off of do a parody of King Kong. Universal tried to sue them for using the likeness and the name of Kong, but the lawyers or whatever like cited this other case where Universal themselves were basically like plagiarizing King Kong. Like King Kong is something that was basically like the original book was open. What do you call it? Like the IP was free to use, or they like it was at that time, but Universal had previously made a film, even though they technically shouldn't have used the IP. I forget exactly the technicals of it, but. So there was some beef between Universal and Nintendo. Fast forward to today, Nintendo and Universal have a theme park together with Donkey Kong as like a feature of the park. And now we have this Donkey Kong game where we have Pauline riding Donkey Kong as he's just going around smashing stuff. It's like full circle. Like this is just King. Like sure, he's not giant. You know, but it's like a cute motif that's come back. But she's like a little girl now instead of just like a lady, which is, I think that's cool. But it's like, why?
You can even do this to a massive rock formation. You know, if you want. As you barrel through obstacles on your path,
prefer this over just regular Pauline. Like they should find a way to have it so they're just like father, like ape father and human daughter. I think it's cute.
Punch, smash enemies, walls, the ground.
But it's like, is this a prequel, or is it like the,
with incredible force.
or is like the curse made her a child?
Can lead to
I don't
discovery.
understand.
So set off a chain reaction and see what happens.
Because this will change the lore. I should say this is going to change the lore, because Cranky Kong was the original Donkey Kong, and if they're saying this takes place when Pauline was a kid, then this is retcon. Unless this is Cranky Kong Donkey Kong. Like, is that possible? Has that been ruled out? Has anyone talked about that? This could just be Cranky. And that might be why he looks different, actually. I didn't think about that. But I thought Diddy Kong was in the game. I don't know.
You punch into the ground depends on the strength of the terrain.
I want to know, like, did Miyamoto, was this Miyamoto's idea? Or did the team just... Whoa, go back. That looked like the monkey from Galaxy. Hold on. What's his name? The banana, the banana chimp from Galaxy. Frick, what was it? Yeah, like, was this something that, like, did the team just come up to Miyamoto and be like, here's the game we're working on. You can play as Donkey Kong, and you can just smash through the ground like a fucking meteor? That was the monkey. That is like 99% the monkey, the chimp from Galaxy 2. Like, the coolest character Nintendo's ever made, never has used again.
Make some noise to collect scattered items or detect hidden objects using
That's
sonar.
really cool. This game looks like it has such good game feel. Oh, look, they're bringing back that thing from Sunshine.
Grab a chunk of terrain and tear it off.
I guess it was also on 64. You don't see it much anymore, the climbing on the ceiling, but that was like a thing in 64 and Sunshine. It's weird to think about that it hasn't come back in a while.
And swing it to attack. Harder chunks can be used
Oh,
to
she
break
talks to
stone
you?
with
That's
ease.
cute.
Or smash
This game
spiky
looks
thorns.
good. Like, I know my computer's having a shit, but it still looks good.
Use a chunk to double jump.
Ew. What
will
is
help you
the
reach new
purple?
Throw a chunk. Or aim
Wow.
at a target
They
like
ricochet around.
this. Throwing a boom rock or gold can have
A boom
explosive
rock.
effects.
A boom rock.
If you throw chunks made of softer material, you can stick them to a surface
Ooh.
and pile them up.
What?
Turf serve. This lets you ride on chunks.
I was actually thinking about that. Hold on, I was actually thinking about like in Mario Odyssey they had the snow. What do you call it? It's voxels. They had the voxel snow, and it looked pretty bad. But I was like, this is interesting. I wonder if in the next system they're gonna do something in the next Mario with voxels. I completely forgot that I had that thought. And then it's like, no, they're just like, let's do a whole game about voxels. I just thought it'd be like a mechanic. Like maybe an area, like maybe one sort of throwaway mechanic. But they're like, what if the whole game was voxels? That's really cool.
Speed up and aim for smaller
Whoa,
enemies
those
and
are the
knock them
thingies
away.
from...
Make music.
I can't
The
remember.
power of Pauline's singing will help show you the way.
That's cool. Oh, there's a tuning fork.
can
That's so
also
cool.
remove
This
these
whole world
strange
looks so
seeds
cool.
that
This looks like the
someone
greatest
left
game
behind.
ever made.
You never
How
know
can I be
what
mad
you'll
at
discover in the
Nintendo?
underground world.
For robbing me blind when they're making this.
So carve your own path with DK's abilities.
It's interesting. So they are doing a remix of like the Donkey Kong Country thing. What? Candy? What did that mean? What?
The many layers of the underground world are host to a variety of inhabitants.
Okay, I don't know if it's... This whole world is weird. See,
Some
Marty?
are mysterious and aren't too bothered by DK's
Marty
destructive
from
tendencies.
Madagascar? That is just Marty from Madagascar.
Some are mysterious and aren't too bothered by DK's destructive
I can't think of a single quote from Madagascar
Cranky Kong and
other
his
than
companion
Melman,
Rambi
Melman,
are also
Melman. No, they have
venturing-
Cranky. There's Cranky. So this is a retcon. This is a retcon. Unless she is like de-ageified. This is a retcon.
through the layers of the world. Then there are The giant elders who call the underground world home.
Ooh, weird.
Bonanza powers.
But they all are like their own race. That's really cool. Oh, you do a performance?
By learning their bonanza powers, Pauline
The animation looks really good.
Something special. She can make Donkey Kong transform.
Super Saiyan?
With incredible destructive power.
Wait, this is just
terrain poses no problem.
Oh my gosh, this is just Triforms from Kingdom Hearts 2.
With the powerful Kong Bonanza. Plus, DK can
oh my gosh, it's literally oh my god, it became Marty. It's the scene. Oh my gosh, this is what they did. It's literally just that scene at Mario, the ending of Mario Odyssey, when you're on the moon with Bowser and Peach, and you're like running around smashing shit, and the song is playing. They were like, we should just make that a game, and they did. That's what that makes so much sense now. They were like, we should make a game where you like, because it was so fun. I wonder if it started out as a Bowser game, but then they were like, we should make it Donkey Kong? Or if maybe there was like, maybe Donkey Kong was already in the works and like conceptually, and they're like, we could use this idea.
Plus,
I don't know, either
DK
way.
Can transform into a zebra.
Oh my
He's as
gosh.
speedy as he is
This is
striped.
so
He
weird.
can even breeze over water
What?
or crumbling pathways.
That's not how zebras work.
That's the swift Zebra Bonanza. Oh yeah, he can also turn into an ostrich. A flying ostrich.
That's
Spread your
weird.
wings and
I
soar
mean,
through
I'm
the sky.
glad it's weird. I want to make that clear. The weirder, the better. I'm
You
like
can use
so
updrafts to gain
happy
more
to
air.
move on from
Then drop egg
vanilla
bombs and
Mario.
great
I mean,
heights to
Donkey
send
Kong,
enemies scattering.
I haven't really played that many
That's
Donkey
right.
Kongs.
It's Ostrich Bonanza.
And I will say they've always been more
Bonanza
creative.
transformations don't last
But it's
forever,
just,
though.
I'm just glad as a whole the Mario series is like,
You can
what
transform
if
again
we
by collecting
did
gold
weird
to
again?
build up your banana.
Like, people forget how weird each Mario game was from the previous back in the day. Like, you had the original Mario, like going from Mario Brothers to Super Mario Brothers to Mario Bros 2, 3, and then World. Like, each one was weird, especially World. World was very weird.
Standing in our hero's way is the Void Company, the mightiest mining operation.
So,
both
are there
above
only 3
ground
worlds?
and
Because we
below.
only saw 3 powers. Or are they keeping some secret? Love this dude's design. This banana throne is really funny and cool. I like, what kind of monkey is this guy? Looks like, those bug-eyed guys. I can't remember what they're called. And then they. There's been like some theories that
Grumpy
they're
Kong
non-binary,
works to
which is
create
very interesting.
gigantic corporate soldiers.
Grumpy Kong?
Poppy Kong is responsible for subterranean info gathering, while Void Kong is in
Hold on, I just want to see.
for subterranean info gathering,
Interesting.
while Void Kong is in charge of the whole company. This nefarious
Is K.
crew
Rool
is
involved?
responsible for the banana stealing.
What are these? What, a company? What are they
Maelstrom
doing?
will
What
eat
is
it
the
up.
plan? Oh, is it just slavery? Because they're like having the Diddy Kongs were mining in the ironworks, and that's where DK ends up. So are they like the accountants?
core.
Planet Core? But no! I'm going with DK, so you just stay away!
Voices. That was voice acting. It was weird. It's weird to see a character. Oh, this is so weird. That was dialogue. Also, interesting. So the Kongs are dubbed because they're just making grunts and things. They're still really well animated. And then Pauline just speaks English. Oh, is that a banana phone?
Planet Core? But no! I'm going with DK, so you just stay away!
Void Code
Interesting.
locked
I think they
off
could
all the
maybe.
routes to the lower
It's
layers,
clear they're
so
not that
no one can
experienced
reach them.
animating dialogue on Nintendo characters.
DK and his pals will come face to face with the enemies guarding these
But
rooms.
it's very weird
So
and
use all
but
the
also
power at your
exciting. Like
disposal to take on a
Nintendo
host of
characters
powerful
talking.
foes.
Like ever since the movie, they've been like experimenting a bit.
By defeating them,
I guess Odyssey 2 we hear Pauline's singing.
giant sinkholes will open, clearing a path to the lower layers of the underground world.
Are we gonna get young Pauline in Mario Kart? We gotta. There's no way they're not gonna
Throughout
do
the
it.
underground world are golden bananas called
That is a
Bananium
lime
gems.
green banana. I hate to like correct you, but that's literally the Mountain Dew banana.
The ground, and other places. There are a whole bunch to find.
So these are like the power
You can also
banana.
obtain these gems by completing challenges in the ruins found throughout your adventure.
Let's do this.
So wait, so do the Kongs still not speak
Challenges
then? Because we
include
see.
time-limited battles,
Whoa! It's like the 3D world
courses
segments
where you'll need
or
clever solutions,
interesting. Wow, puzzles.
side-scrolling stages, and
Whoa,
more.
2D ones. Wow. This game looks
Keep your
freaking
eyes
amazing.
peeled to find the Bananium gems. There are plenty of ruins to discover, so give them a try.
Hey, it's the course from the new Mario Kart. They literally made a statue out of Banania. Banana.
As you
I just
collect
love that this
Bananium
game is like
gems,
doing
you'll gain
everything to try and make
skill
you
points.
smile.
These can be used to increase stats such as your max
Oh
health
my gosh, you
or
can
the
level up
destructive power of
your punches.
Power up Donkey Kong to match your playstyle. For example, if you strengthen your sonar, you'll be able to detect treasure from further away.
That's interesting, but
Or
also
use skill points to learn
I
new
don't
skills.
know. I kind of like finding it myself.
There are all sorts of items to find as you explore.
DKU surf.
Bananium chips are shaped like slices of banana.
That's stupid, and I
They can
love
be
it.
traded for Bananium gems at the chip exchange. These gold nuggets are, unsurprisingly, called gold. You can exchange
Oh, it's just gold.
for useful items at the stuff shop.
I thought it was bananium too, but it's just gold.
There are fossils too.
Good one.
You can trade these for different fashions at local style shops.
Oh, you can dress up DK too.
Just open the closet and customize the perfect fits for Donkey Kong and Pauline.
That's so cool.
Or even change up your fur color.
So is there
Don't look, it's too
multiplayer? Like,
much for Donkey Kong.
why is Pauline
Or
there?
do
Like,
it.
I love it, but it's
Almost
like, is there
every article of
multiplayer?
Clothing comes with its own benefits. So
Blue.
mix and match your look.
Hey guys, I just want to butt in quick here and just say one detail I neglected to notice while they were doing the video, and I was freaking out the whole time. Costumes now affect stats. Like that was the thing that a big complaint about Mario Odyssey, that we wanted costumes to like actually do something. Well, they're adding that to the game, so that's like a cool thing that we wanted them to do. Anyway, back to the video.
To suit the situation.
So expressive. Oh, my computer.
Their
Even the gold
locations will
looks
be marked on your map.
crunchy. Like, okay,
Pretty
I know it's
helpful for
gold, but I
finding
still want to
collectibles.
eat it.
You can also see which
Also, yeah, that
fossils
was
and
something I
Bananium
saw
gems
in
you
the.
collect. Fossils
It's
and
like-
Bananium gems pretty helpful for finding.
It's the map is like, it's a voxel map, and then you click the world is made of voxels, and you click the map, and it's like a voxel version of the map you're on, and it shows all the destruction you've done, which makes sense because it's like, if you can destroy the world, you kind of need a dynamic map. And I'm wondering if that's something they realized from the start, or if they were like just kind of got to the part where they're making the map and they're like, wait, we got to make it so this map dynamically updates. That's really cool.
Finding collectibles. Easy to see
I'm
how
really
close you are
interested
to
how they built the
completion.
world, because it's like, it's voxels,
There's
but
plenty more to
also
do in
it's
the
clearly
underground
like
world
been
without
sculpted
adventure.
and designed. It's
Need a
not
rest?
randomly
Carve out a
generated.
space and enjoy a getaway where you can recover in bed. And enjoy listening to tunes with the music player.
What the frick?
You might even find new discs when defeating enemies.
There's like inns. Like it's an
When it comes
RPG.
to moving between layers, subterranean eels have your back.
Okay. He got
These
aided.
elevators will help you
Oh, we're
easily
going to the
move
center of the
between
earth.
layers you visited at any
That's so
time.
stupid and cool.
And if you
Why
get
is
lost,
it
no
there a
need to
sun
worry.
down here?
You can always teleport within the layer you're currently exploring.
Teleport there?
Oh. Interesting. So they didn't use
Photo
warp
mode,
pipes.
You can freely change the
Or
in-game
barrels.
camera
They were just
angle and adjust
eel.
other settings to snap pics.
Wow, the water looks pretty good. Not as good as Splatoon.
Get
the
a
new
photo
Splatoon.
like this or that. Unleash your inner shutterbug and create your own captivating scenes.
Can we
By
share it to
sharing a
Blue Sky though?
Joy-Con 2
Because I don't.
controller or using a
You
second
stopped
set,
supporting
you
Twitter,
and
and also
Pal
I don't want to
control
use
Donkey
Twitter
Kong
ever
and
again.
Pauline separately to buddy up in local co-op play. As Pauline, you can unleash
You can
vocal
just
blasts
throw
using
shit.
Joy-Con 2 mouse controls. You can also copy the material of nearby terrain to give your vocals even more texture. By
Interesting.
working together, even tough enemies don't stand a chance.
It's just star bits again, which is disappointing. It's like you couldn't do.
This game also supports game share. Even if only one player has the game, they
That's
can
oh yeah,
quickly
they're bringing
share
back
to
game
another
sharing. That was
player
like a
so
big
they can
thing.
join on their own system. It can also be shared locally to a Nintendo Switch system. Plus, you can play online
Oh.
between Nintendo Switch 2 systems using
So it's just like
game share
streamed.
via game chat. If you need a little help,
But
with
if
all
you
the
need Wi-Fi to
platforming
do it,
action,
then
assist mode is the way to play. It guides you in the right direction,
oh, that's way better than the
halves the damage you
the
receive,
old assist
and
mode
more.
that just has arrows on the
Assist
ground.
mode supports you in your adventure to be the best Kong you can be. Outside of the main game, there's a mode where you can carve stone using mouse controls called DK Artist.
Oh my god, it's freaking
Rotate to paint.
there's Mario 64.
Carve material. Or add some back on. You can even change the lighting and add delectable banana effects.
This is too much power.
Give
You
it
know
a
what they're
try
gonna do
and
with this?
sculpt
That
to
looks
your
good.
heart's content.
Pizza, bird, the
This
statue.
game also supports amiibo accessories. A new Donkey
Is
Kong
K.
and
Rool-
Pauline amiibo figure is also on the way.
Well, I have to get that
Scanning
one.
it unlocks Pauline's Diva
Oh,
dress.
that's cute.
By scanning the Donkey Kong series,
She just kinda
amiibo
looks like a
shown
shrunken
here,
Pauline.
Gold Kong tiles with explosive power will appear. Every other amiibo released up to this point is also compatible. If you scan them, you'll get giant spheres like these.
That's kind of weird. It's like go through the trouble of finding and scanning your amiibo, and then it's like here's a sphere.
I love to sing more than anything. I have this dream. Oh, maybe if we get to the surface, you and me, we can make it more than a dream.
This looks like a fun game. I like this. I like that.
Join the powerful Donkey Kong and the talented singer Pauline as they
They
set out
gave
on an
DK and
adventure
Pauline
to
like a
fabled
cute
planet Core.
relationship. That's really cute. Whoa, it's Wait, okay, hold on. I'm really confused now. We're going back. So Cranky's there. Okay, I get it. Cranky's old. Where'd it go? No. They had That is Dixie and Diddy. How old are they? Like again, I'm like, what? Where in the timeline? This is so weird.
Own special power?
I like this too. It's like the
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
just like the song
Available July
from Odyssey that
17th
talks about
only
like
on
how
Nintendo
music.
Switch 2. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Thank you. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh, you already showed me that amiibo. That's how it's a new amiibo. But yeah, like how music's like super powerful. And it's just cool that it's like they're kind of bringing that, just kind of that motif from the song into like the theme of this entire game, which is really cool.
Which 2? Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Well,
The Donkey Kong and Pauline amiibo will also be available.
July? Well, I need that. I love that render. That's such a good render. They gave him really prominent teeth in this one. He doesn't... Oh, I just realized he kind of looks weird. You see this? Why is his head a sphere? I don't think that's supposed to be correct. But I still kind of... I want the figure. Like, even if this isn't the most perfect, like, version of DK, I think maybe this is like maybe a step in a better direction, at least for like his expressions. Like, I would prefer they bring back the brow again, just a little bit. K. Rool's there. He's the amiibo. Well, that's it. Where can I find a good place to like pause it? It looks like they're gonna have like a story. It's like, when does this take place? Where they reach out. When does this take? Is this like the midpoint? Is this the end point? Is this early? Like, does it have weight? I'm very curious to just kind of see. Yeah. Wait, I have so many thoughts. My brain. When does this take place in the timeline? Are we just done with timelines? Does nothing matter anymore? Is it just like, okay, Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong are here, Cranky Kong's here, Donkey Kong's here, also Pauline's here, but she's young. Even though she is supposed to be Cranky Kong that kidnapped her in the game Donkey Kong. I don't know. It's like, here's the thing, I love it. I love everything they showed me. I love it. I just kind of want to know if they found a way to make it make sense, because right now it doesn't make sense. And the thing is, with Breath of the Wild, I was like, and Tears of the Kingdom, I was like, I'm waiting for them to make it make sense, and they never did. It made less sense the more I played it, but I like it. I hope they add Pauline to Mario Kart, or young Pauline to Mario Kart, and also, like, there's a bunch of characters I want them to add to Mario Kart that they haven't. It's like, why isn't... I want Dementio. I want Vivian. I want Gino. I don't know. They just put, like, some more... Why do we have Coin Coffer? And we don't have... like, where's Toadsworth? Where's Toadsworth? Where's Egad? Who else is missing? They got Piantas, at least. They got Piantas in there. I want the Pianta that's the Mafia guy. From Paper Mario. I want the Mafia... The boss. I want the boss Mafia guy in Mario Kart. And I want him to be like, you play as him, and then there's just alongside you 2 other Piantas. Gangster Piantas that are constantly just like escorting him. Like, it's just a character specific thing. You have like 2 other dudes. I don't know. Let me know what character you'd want in Mario Kart. Thanks for watching. I don't know. I think I've said all there is to possibly say. It's been an hour of me talking, so I think that's enough. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do another video here for a bit. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Again, let me know what you thought of all this. Are you getting Switch 2? Are you on the fence still? What character do you want in the Mario Karts? I keep forgetting it's already out. People are playing it right now. I feel the FOMO, but also I also don't want to pay $80. I mean, if you get the digital version, I guess you can get it for $50. Or not the digital, but no, if you get the bundle, sorry. If you get the bundle, specifically, it's $50. which is pretty good deal. But then none of the other games are 50. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.